Prime Minister tackles crime in St. James, welcomes the launch of the political party registration policy, and urges persons to create wealth from family businesses. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Twyla Whelan. Prime Minister Andrew Holness last week took action to curtail the crime rate in St. James.
A state of public emergency is now in effect for the parish of St. James.
Speaking at a press conference at Jamaica House on Thursday, the Prime Minister said the operation was geared at criminals and their facilitators. But he acknowledged that the public state of emergency would also create discomfort for law-abiding citizens and asked for their cooperation.
Now is the time. If you know where the guns are, please tell us. If you know where the criminals are, please tell us. The reward for guns program is still in effect. The number to call is Crime Stop 311 or call the Security Forces hotline.
The Governor-General signed the proclamation to effect the state of public emergency, which has also been gazetted. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Holness addressed another function last week and declared that the time had come for government to take firm and resolute measures to tackle crime. The Prime Minister said the measures would be within the context of the law and the preservation of human rights.
We have reached the point where we are now prepared to take those firm and resolute measures to ensure that the crime monster does not destabilize the promising future that is in store for Jamaica.
Mr. Holness was speaking in Mandeville at the 50th anniversary of Fontana Pharmacy on Wednesday. The Prime Minister also joined in prayer for the nation at the 38th National Leadership Prayer Breakfast last week. It was held under the theme, "Let's Stop It, Return to Righteousness." On other matters, Prime Minister Andrew Holness urged persons to use family businesses to build wealth. He was speaking in Mandeville at the 50th anniversary of Fontana Pharmacy on Wednesday.
The family gives a structure through which ownership can be determined and passed on. It gives the context within which innovation can happen. The family gives a very good stage on which businesses can emerge.
And growth continues in the business process outsourcing BPO sector with the opening of a new location. On Wednesday, Minister with responsibility for economic growth and job creation, Darrell Vaz, welcomed the official opening of the IBEX Global Office at the Digital Building in downtown Kingston. Minister Vaz said the BPO office was in line with the government's plan to make Kingston the premier place to do business.
I'm happy that you have found a home here in Kingston. It signals your confidence in Jamaica and in our capital city.
Minister Vaz also highlighted that initiatives under the National Outsourcing Strategy to double the sector's employees by the year 2020 are paying off, with high employment growth rate reaching 26,000 jobs. Also last week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness welcomed the launch of the political party registration policy. Mr. Holness said the policy would ensure greater accountability and transparency in the operations of political parties and also builds confidence in the electoral system.
We will now have a framework for the registration of political parties, while also facilitating a system whereby an accurate and up-to-date record can be kept on each political party.
On Tuesday, Prime Minister Holness gave instructions for review of the policies and procedures surrounding the management of childcare facilities. The directive was given ahead of his visit to the Walker's Place of Safety, which was gutted by fire and claimed the lives of 2 children.
It certainly brings to the forefront the need for government to make sure that places of safety are actually safe, that the places that we provide for our children who are less fortunate or who are under the care of the courts or who are in need of special care, that those places that the government provides, that they are safe places and truly are are, uh, 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 uh,
Meanwhile, over in Portland, Minister with responsibility for economic growth and job creation Darryl Vaz said progress was being made in restoring access to 2 communities marooned by flooding and a landslide due to heavy rains. Minister Vaz visited the area on Tuesday to assess, among other things, the temporary trench dug to drain water from the main road leading to communities. He said a design and cost estimate for a more long-term solution was expected shortly.
And we are hoping that within 2 weeks we can have not only a design but an estimate that I can present to the Minister and the CEO of NWA.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness was also kept busy last week with several meetings. At Jamaica House, he met with trade unions to discuss the ongoing wage negotiations with public sector workers and hosted Ambassador of Cuba to Jamaica, Her Excellency Ines Forres Fernandez, and Ambassador of the Republic of Italy to Jamaica, His Excellency Armando Varricchio. And finally on Saturday, Mr. Holness paid last respects to former Deputy Leader of the Jamaica Labour Party and former State Minister in the Ministry of Social Security, Enid Bennett. Miss Bennett was Member of Parliament for Central St. Catherine and later West Central St. Catherine.
Enid's heart was big. She was fierce. She was courageous. And she will be heard.
And that's how we close out Jamaica House Weekly. Do join us next time for more of the news coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister.